Okay, and this video is going to show how to use a ring sling with a newborn baby. I'm starting with my sling already threaded. If you need to learn how to thread your sling, there is a video linked in the description for this video. So I'm going to start by holding the sling with the rings in front, and I like to wear on my right shoulder, so I'm going to take my left arm through the sling and then bring it over my head and rest it on my shoulder. I want to make sure that it's not twisted in back, it's laying flat. And I'm going to start with the rings just below my collarbone. So the next thing I'm going to do is to adjust mostly before I even put my baby in, so I don't need to do too much adjusting afterwards. So I'm going to put my elbow in the sling, and since I'm doing a newborn baby, I don't need to leave too much room. So I'm going to tighten up around my elbow. Pretty good. And then I'll take my arm out. And the next thing I'm going to do is, because my sling was already threaded, I'm just going to make sure that the fabric isn't twisted or folded between the rings. So I pull out a couple of inches and I find the rails or edges of the fabric, and I just make sure that those are all the way on the outside so I can tighten the top and bottom rail independently more easily, and then just make sure that this is evenly spread. And then I'm going to grab the edges and pull out to pull it back through the rings. So then if I need to, I'm just going to adjust again. I want the rings just below my collarbone to start, and now I can grab my baby. And this is baby Mick. He is 3 weeks old. I'm going to start him up high on my opposite shoulder like I'm going to burp him, and supporting him with the same side hand, I'm going to reach the opposite hand through the sling and then pull the top rail up and over him as I lower him down to the center of my chest. So holding him against the center of my chest, I'm just going to take the position he would naturally assume. I can lean back a little bit if I want gravity to help support him against my body. And then I like to reach between his legs to pull some fabric up between our bodies. You don't need a lot. I just like to get a little bit of fabric between his diaper area and my body so that it creates a straight line of fabric from the back of one knee to the back of the other knee. And then I'm just going to feed any slack in the sling around to the front. I want to make sure the top rail comes all the way up to the back of his neck. He's got a nice M position in his hips and legs. And then any slack that I found, I'm just going to go ahead and tighten through the rings. So the top rail, I'm going to pull back in the direction it came from, so parallel to the ground. I'm going to tighten back in the direction it came. The bottom rail, I'm going to come in the direction that's coming, so it's going to come down. And then if you need to tighten it all throughout the width of the sling, you're just going to, same thing, go in the direction it came from. So notice my rings have not moved. They've stayed right under my collarbone. The last thing I want to do, if needed, you can just adjust the fabric on your shoulder. Can get that to where it's comfortable so it's not too close to your neck. It's going to cap the shoulder a little bit for ultimate comfort in most shoulder styles. And here we go. This is a newborn baby in a ring sling. Thank you.